Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready. 525. Hey, 59, ready. Here we go. Get up.
On first down, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, 58. Watch the ship. Let him go.
Here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
Down. Ready. 25. 21.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Let's go. 58. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. I got you, son. I got you, son. Hey, check 5.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Able to power through. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Wait, that wide, 80. Watch the out, watch the out.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing on second down. Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And all the way down to the 37. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 52 yards. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now a first down carry by Jones. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tight down, tight down. There you go.
A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Wait, that. Mike, 45. You must be dreaming.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Wait, that. Wait, 20. Check 45 to Mike. Hey, pick your game up. Switch.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check it, reload. 45 to Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And Brady, the tight end's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Pick it up, pick it up.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Keep it up, guys.
Now it's Ryan. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 72.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Kill, 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 kill. Showing up, showing up.
Check it, reload.
Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ross Cockrell. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
To throw is Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
45, 45. Mike, 45.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Here's Mickens to return. A nice little juke. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Alabama.
Hey, Wood. Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Don't get nervous.
Shadow. Mike 27. Mike 27. Mike 27. Smooth. Check Mike 27.
From the gun, it's Brady. He's got Evans. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Wait, 20. Hey, goal 66.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. What's the run? They're running it.
Go Bandit. 72.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyler Davison able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Tight end right. Hey, 4 down. Hey, check it. Check.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
72. Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Hey, Mike 7. 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Know your job. 72. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Ozzy.
Operating from the gun. Brady. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly,
that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
65, 65, 65.
They go play action now. Ryan throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
To throw on third down, Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
X3, 218, jump.
First down. First and 10.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Wait, wait.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Brings up third and 3.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Check. General West. 39. Get out.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley, and he'll get it down here to the 43. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Right 25. 25. Get in the weight room. Hey, Tuesday. 45. Mike, 45. So we got man. Check 45 with the mic. Check 45 with the mic. Hey, check.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
That's track.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Caught by Jones. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, 59, ready. Check. Hey, Zoo. 45, Mike, 45. Let him know. 45. Mike, 45.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come out here in the eye.
54. It's just warm up.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these 2 teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Hey, set, fly, 20. 27. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Check 52. Alert!
On first down, Jones. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Dante Fowler in on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 24, check 24.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Go. Go.
From the gun, Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Check. You draw Corker. Rush in.
Again they run with Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You got nothing. 45's the mic.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
45, Mike, 45. He can't hang.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Ryan now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off at the 38.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, it's Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll bring up 2nd down. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Complete to Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Here's Brady to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, All that exit, there's not any extra field, so it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the
Again, Ryan. Jones has it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Ryan will throw again. It's complete to Jones. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Brady now on first down. That's caught by Howard. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Banjo. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
They'll run it with Jones. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Hey, 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Ready. You ready?
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Let him go.
Play action. It's Ryan. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Shaquille Barrett, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
You're not ready. 22. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 55.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready, blue 80. Blue 80. 45. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Ryan. Looking in zone for Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage.
Switch up. Hey, Alabama.
Brady now on first down. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They'll run on first down. Blunt, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Goal 50. Check Mike 27. Check Mike. Hey, check it.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Caught by Jones. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Alert! Check Mike 27. Check Mike 20. Exit. Rip.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Complete. He finds Brady. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Quick pass out to Miller. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scott Miller, his third touchdown now on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Get off the field. 22.
To throw again. Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Mike, 45. Hey, express.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that one's complete to Gurley. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, 79 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully, and I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner, but you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Hey, go 66.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It certainly wasn't one of the more conventional plays ever run, but it gained a 1st down, and they got the ball in the hands of a playmaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Wait, set. Round 80. Round 80. 3 buds. 3 buds.
On 1st down, Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You got it.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Wait,
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to.
No, 66.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Tampa Bay.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll run on first down. Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Tavecchio pulls it to the right. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands.
And got his man complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Got it.
Now Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Ryan. And he's going to go down again. Shaquille Barrett in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field And, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Bucs, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Falcons,